Are you saying that every celebrity the town of South Park has ever pissed off is joining forces to get revenge?
Our day has come!
I'm going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
South Park celebrates a major milestone with the premiere of its 200th episode. We stopped by South Park Studios to visit with the masterminds behind the hit Comedy Central series.
We kind of came up with the idea of like, well, let's take our sort of big, most popular moments in the show and then put them all together and write them into a new show. So basically revisit a bunch of stuff but give the show its own plot, which at first sounded like quite a headfucker, but then basically it was like, we kind of came up with a cool idea and something that could be a thread through the whole thing.
Trey did a pretty good job selling it like we actually know what the show is going to be. We have kind of the concept, which is, like I said, like trying to take all these controversial moments and put them all into one thing. But it's kind of a headfucker to get it all in there. It's a lot.
You just couldn't let it go, could you, Stan? You just had to insult Tom Cruise again!
Dad, it's not just Tom Cruise this time.
As we were doing this, we kind of saw there was this common thread, which was just like Kanye West and all this stuff. There's like, it always was like, who did we really piss off that week? So we're like, oh, well, that could be, what if all those people finally got fed up and filed a class action lawsuit against the town? You know, so basically, you know, so it was just having all the people sort of join forces as a big Legion of Doom, basically.
Yeah.
And
to attack South Park.
Yeah, so.
A bunch of people who don't like being ripped on, basically suing South Park, saying you got to stop ripping on us.
Yeah.
You know,
not that far from reality.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they could join forces, they probably would.
Is the Prophet Muhammad in this episode?
We're definitely gonna get on that issue. I mean, I think if they let us show, if they would let us show it, that would be great.
So are they still? There's a ban on showing?
Well, no, but this is why it's so interesting because we're just basically now we're just getting it. Basically, they just heard today that we're gonna do it again. So now we're just gonna enter this whole thing like we did back then. We're gonna enter this whole thing where day by day they're gonna be like, what are you doing? And we're like, we're doing this. And we're like, okay, what about this? You know?
Yeah.
And so it's just we're gonna do that whole thing over again.
You're doing the exact same fight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're just having fun with the same fight. It's not the, you know, it's not the.
No, I'm not saying you're redoing the episode, but you guys aren't afraid to pick at an old scab.
No, because that's what we're doing. Okay, we're 200 shows now, so now what? Now what about this?
It's just like it was a fun way to celebrate all these like moments, and it felt like we could do all this stuff and then do new jokes that we kind of new versions of things and new jokes and have more fun. So it's not, it's not a clip show because there's no clips of old stuff in it.
Stan finally in this episode, he says, I've met him. I met him a long time ago. Because we had an episode a long time ago where he met Muhammad before all this stuff happened.
It airs all the time.
Yeah, and it still airs. And
Super Best Friends. It's in the episode Super Best Friends. I don't know what season is that. 5.
Stanley, I want you to meet some of the super best friends. Buddha, with the powers of invisibility. Muhammad, the Muslim prophet with the powers of flame. Krishna, the Hindu deity. Joseph Smith, the Mormon prophet. Lao Tzu, the founder of Taoism. And Seaman, with the ability to breathe underwater and link mentally with fish.
So you mean to tell me that even though people fight and argue over different religions, you guys are all actually friends?
More than friends, young boy. We are super best friends, with the desire to fight for justice.
We all believe in the power of good over evil. Except for Buddha, of course, who doesn't really believe in evil.
It was before the Danish cartoon controversy, so it somehow is fine. And then after that, now that's the new normal. Like we lost. You know what I mean? Something that was okay is now not okay, and that's just fucked up.
Are you afraid that if the network allows you to unveil the Prophet Muhammad, that you will be bombed?
We'd be so hypocritical against our own our own thoughts if we said, okay, well, let's not make fun of them because they might hurt us. Like that's messed up to have that kind of thought process. You know, okay, well, we'll rip on the Catholics because they won't hurt us, but we won't rip on them because they might hurt us. Like that is not.
It's so sad. The whole Muhammad, the whole Danish cartoon thing. It's like if everyone would have just like normally they do in the news organizations, just printed the cartoons.
Right. Everyone would rally together.
Now that guy has to be hiding and all this shit because everyone kind of left him out to dry. That's a big problem when you have like the New York Times and Comedy Central and Viacom basically just pussing out on it. Sorry to say, it's just sad. It's just sad. I was like really sad about that whole thing.
You know, I think I've learned something today. It's really easy not to think of images on TV as real people, but they are.
South Park matters.
It matters to us.
It matters to us.
It's our whole world, you know, so it matters to us. And we don't want to, you know,
It matters to me when I talk about Muhammad that I can say, well, we did this and we did this and we did this, and I can stand behind that. Me.
Preserving that right.
Me. Right. Yeah, just me. I don't think it's going to change the world, but it's like for us, it's like this has got to be the way it is for our show.
Yeah.
So it does matter. I mean, that those kind of discussions matter.
You spend 14 years on something, it ought to matter.
Yeah. Absolutely. Darn it. Matters.
I guess it matters. We're not punk anymore.
Handicap dude rules. Yeah, you guys are terrible. How can you laugh at that poor kid?